guys, it's Shannon from Bitcoin Bankers, and today I just want to show you something really cool, really cool. And this is the power of Bitcoin, how it's starting to get around. And I found this the other day when I was just cycling through, picking out some wonderful sports cars that I'd love to buy, and I came across this Lamborghini Gallardo, and it's for sale in Victoria on carsales.com. And check this out, man. This is an awesome Lamborghini, $250,000. And guess what he says? This is what caught my attention. Seller's comments: I will accept Bitcoin as payment and will offer discounted price if you pay with Bitcoin. Possibly one of the best cars on the road if you want to people to stop and stare, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he goes on about it. You can buy a Lamborghini now with Bitcoin from private sellers. How cool is that? So, just have a look at this car here. This is a mad, beautiful car. Totally insane, beautiful. Love the color and everything. And dude's obviously doing pretty well. And there you go. So, the power of Bitcoin is starting to really move out there. People are really starting to understand. Who would have thought that you could buy a Lamborghini Gallardo with Bitcoin? How awesome is that? So there you go. Like, it's just one of those things. It's Bitcoin has power. It's obviously the leading cryptocurrency, has the biggest market cap and things like that. But look, I just wanted to bring that to your attention and say, it's starting to move, because in Australia, I talk to a lot of people. I wherever I go, the bank and other offices and things that I walk into, and I talk to people, people that I sort of meet and have chats with sometimes. I say, hey, you heard of Bitcoin? They go, oh, heard of it, don't know what it is. I was in the bank today and I asked a lady, I sold off some silver. Basically, the story is I sold off some silver today, and because I wanted to get some Bitcoin, and I was in there and I had the cash. I handed it over and put it in my bank, and I said, I do investments. And she said, what do you invest in? I said, just looking at the crypto market at the moment. She said, what? And I said, it's, Bitcoin, crypto market. Oh, I've heard of it. Don't know what it is, though. So there you go. So this guy's heard of it, and he wants to sell his Lambo for Bitcoin, and he'll even give you a discount on that price. So something to consider, guys. This is how powerful cryptocurrencies are really starting to move, starting to creep in. And anyway, there's a number of things that I want to do some videos on. I'm going to start getting the videos done when I can. I'll try and do one on a daily basis if I can, but always check in. Love to you to subscribe, and we're going to talk about a whole lot of different things, okay? Now, there's a couple of issues that I want to talk about, and I might do another video probably in the next 24 hours on control finance and what's happening with that. In yesterday, the first video that I ever did, I said, look, it's been working well for me, and then I went to draw out some money, and sure enough, like everyone else, it's been held up. Now, I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I'm going to keep this Lambo in the background because it's just so cool. Here we go. It's just so cool. My favorite car. What a beautiful thing. So anyway, control finance. There's a couple of reasons why I think it's been having trouble. And it's not so much that they're running out of money and that, but there's just constant FUD going around by a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about. They have very little understanding of how markets work. They have very little understanding of how money ebbs and flows, how markets ebb and flow with sale and purchase, and it goes up and down. And with crypto and the crypto market, it goes up and down. Okay, that's what it is. It was hard for me at first, and if you're not used to it, you can get very emotional. At the end of the day, you've got to either learn not to be so emotional and really understand analytics. Okay, it's not that hard. Okay, now in my first video yesterday that I did, you can go see that one. It's called Welcome to Bitcoin Bankers, and I mentioned a fellow called Silver Goldman. Now he only offers a very small price for, I think it's maybe $300 if you have that sort of money. I think most of you do. go learn something. Go hit him up and say, look, what do you actually teach? What do you show? You can watch his videos. He's done one very recently on a couple of ones that he's been looking at. He goes right in depth into analysis, things behind the scenes. He really knows and how to do his research on this stuff. So, look, no one ever gets everything right. No one ever gets everything perfect. But you got to know the basics. Got to know some skills. Get some skills behind you. So one day you can drive one of these. And if you work your market purchasing right, and you stay away from a lot of the hypes that offer ridiculous interest that you'll never get back. You need to be safe and smart with your money, okay? And be patient. Work small. Start small. Work it through. I've provided my first video, and I'll always keep providing some more when I come across them, especially when I'm looking at what other people are putting into. And just start small, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. $50. Put it in. If you want to leave it for 6 weeks in something like Bitminer, just leave it there. You might not get a big return, but a return is better than nothing, okay? And get used to sort of playing with it. Just put some money on one or two of the popular coins, okay? And my other word is ICOs, and I'll be doing a video on this. I really think everyone needs to be careful with ICOs. There's a lot of companies out there that are pumping it. They say, let's raise $10 million for our company because we've got a great idea. So everyone puts in their $10 million. It goes up, it sells at a high price, and then sure enough, bang, we've seen it with Populous, we've seen it with Pillar. They're all bombing out, okay? They're bombing. And there's been a certain group of people who pump all these sorts of things really without a conscience, as far as I'm concerned. They're really pumping it without thinking about it. And there's a lot of people get excited about it because they follow this group, okay? And I'll be going into more about this group over time, but you really got to watch out for these people, okay? Now, ICOs can be good. Some of them can hold value, but the majority of them are crap, okay? There's one that's being talked about at the moment called Regal Coin. I mean, they got a website that doesn't even work. There's a lot of international language barrier problems. They've launched this website and trying to pump their coin, and the website doesn't even work. Links don't work. People aren't getting money, and it's dead before it started. I'm not touching that thing. To be honest with you, I hardly even touch Ethereum apart from that one miner that I showed you because I'm just, at this time, I'm just not that big on the platform, okay? I stick to the originals, I stick to the classics just at this time. Am I old school? Am I overcautious? Yeah. Why? Because I want to keep my money where it is, okay? But look, if you're into ICOs and things, really have a look at the white papers, read through them, and you'll find that half of these things are written by people like they're 10 years old. They're really bad. The syntax and the grammar is bad. It's half of them are rushed. I'm guessing that's why they're so bad, or maybe they're just run by dingbats. I don't know. But if you're starting out, be careful. Don't follow the FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, doubt. And there's a group that is pumping fear and uncertainty and fear-mongering and economy collapse and all this rubbish to get you to buy. They want you to buy. They're pumping it up. They got their whales behind them. They're pumping it up. They're making it look good. You come along, you buy it, and then it bombs. They pull out before it's bombed because they know what's coming ahead of time. And they rely on you to put the money in, and then they'll either take off or they'll sort of sell off their coins behind the thing and they won't even tell you, okay? And you won't even see them talk about it for a long time after that. So they're pumpers. That's what I call the pumpers, So got to be careful. Hype sites, well, there's a way to play with them. I wouldn't play with them. There's some low-interest ones that you can play with. They're okay. It's up to you, though. But I would look at them, just look at learning to get used to the market first and learn to earn a little bit off that market, even if it's $5 or $10 over a week or something. Just learn how to come in and how to come out, okay? And one day, if you do it all right, you can be buying a green, beautiful Lamborghini with Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever coin you want. So it is coming, it is here, and I just wanted to shoot that out to you. So there's a quick video today, and these topics that I've talked about today, I will be covering a lot more over the next 2 days, okay, and beyond as well. So I hope that's been a great help. I hope that's an inspiration. These cars and looking at these subjects are inspirational to me. They keep me focused on what I want in the long run. Look at that machine, just beautiful. How'd you like to be driving that? And say that you bought it with Bitcoin. You started with $50, you built it up over a year, and I tell you what, in 2, 3, 4 years' time, when you've built up your Bitcoins and your cryptos and things like that, and you're really banking them and you're putting them away, and you got your own Bitcoin bank, this is what you'll be in, and someone can say, how the hell did you get that? I said, well, I started with $50, man. I started with $100, $300, whatever it is. I worked it out, worked it through, worked in the community with other people who were honest and wanted to just help each other earn money. And I now drive a Lamborghini, and I paid for it with Bitcoin. So that's something I hope that'll be inspirational to you. And that's it for me today. So, but plenty more coming. Please subscribe, send this around, and let everyone know, man. Cheers.